watch this video till the end. Ringlight. Yeah, so I just wanted to quickly, summarize my experience, getting this ring light was a struggle for me, to be honest. This ring light is my new ex. Okay, so first of all, my friend and I met my friend at Usain. To get a ring light from where she got hers. When we got to the place, they said they were out of ring lights, so we should check Wuse Market. We were like, okay, at least we just put that behind our backs. We weren't in the mood to go to the market, obviously. We went to check another shop and then they said they're out of ring lights. They only have the tabletop, I think 9 inches ring lights, and I wanted the 18 inches ring light. I just didn't want to go for anything less. Then they weren't sure when they were going to restock. They were telling me probably next week, things like that. Then we just decided to check Wuse Market on Saturday because we went on a Wednesday, and on the Wednesday, due to this whole pandemic thing, markets only open on specific days, including Wednesdays and Saturdays. The plan was to just check Wuse Market on Saturday. So we had to prepare ourselves mentally because it's not easy to just stand up and go to Wuse Market. It's Wuse Market. Literally everybody in Abuja goes to Wuse Market when the market opens. It was already 6 or past 6 or thereabouts, so we couldn't go to the market then because it was too late. So we just went back home on Saturday. My friend actually called me earlier that Saturday morning to disappoint me basically because she was trying to send and deliver something to someone and there were issues. Literally I was alone. I just made up my mind, mentally, psychologically, to go to the market. I got dressed, I left for the market. On my way to the market, I thought about going to Jabi Lake Mall because for a start, I got my camera from Jabi Lake Mall. It's Jabi Lake Mall, they're supposed to have things like this. When I thought about it, I'm like, okay, yes, because it's Jabi Lake Mall. So it's supposed to be everything under one roof. There first. And I got into a makeup studio and then I asked, do you know where I can get a ring light here in the mall? And they go, oh no, they've never seen, ring lights sold here in the mall, anywhere around in the mall. So I'm like, really? That was a huge disappointment. I began my journey to the market. Going to the market alone was a lot of stress. usually hold up. So like to get into the market was a problem. I didn't let like the cab get into the market. I was walking aimlessly because I wasn't referred to anyone. I was just asked to go to the market. I just went to a shop. When I got to the shop, I asked the guy there. He's like, they sell some kind of lights, you know, Christmas lights, chandeliers and all of that. So I just got there and then I asked for ring lights, and they used to have, but then they didn't have anymore. I mean, like, first of all, it sounds very strange, like getting a ring light from Wuse Market. Like, market, how can I get a ring light from the market, right? So I went to another shop and then the guy there said they're also out of ring lights. He kind of like pointed I should just keep going down. I went to the next one, they said they don't have ring lights. So I was just walking down. From far I saw a ring light in front of one shop. I'm like, yo! On getting there, the sales girl to the shop was like outside. So I saw her there. She's like, hey, what do you want? I said I want to buy a ring light. She's like, oh, okay, yes, we have. Come. Okay, cool. 18 inches, non-rechargeable. Such hope. I get in, the boss that's the owner of the shop, the makeup artist, she's her sales girl, and then like the sales girl is kind of like stretching to like get like where they usually keep the ring lights, obviously. And then she's like, what do you want? And then she said ring lights. I want to buy ring lights. And then the lady is like, oh, sorry, we're out of ring lights for now. Hey, like I was demoralized, I was disappointed. All the bones in my body just got weak. I just sat down on the chair there because like there was so much hope. That was why I got into the shop in the first place. And the girl was like, but if you're desperate for it, I can deliver one to you tomorrow. I'm like, no, I don't want a delivery. I want to see what I'm buying, you know, because this whole Wuse Market thing doesn't sound palatable to me at all. She's like, no problem, let her just make a few calls. So she called the first person called an outrageous price. I'm like, no. I mean, like the ring lights actually increased in price, tripled in price. So she called the next person went lower than the first person, but it was still outrageous. So the third person was like, okay, she's going to sell for this amount, and this amount was slightly more expensive than what I bargained. So I'm like, this one that is like this, let me just get it. And in my mind, the spirits in my body were just dancing. One thing I've learned is when you want to get something, just get it immediately. You want to get it. Yeah, I drew the money. The girl is like, let them just deliver it to me at Wuse Market. Like I should just sit down and just wait. I decided to ask her where the light is coming from, just in case, you know, so I can know how long I'm going to wait if I'm to wait. And so she's like, it's coming from Gwarinpa. I mean, I live in Gwarinpa literally, so I mean, it was like I'll just go and pick it up myself. So she gave me the girl's number. I went to the girl's place in Gwarinpa. When I got there, the ring light was already packaged for me. So I was just supposed to take the light and go home. But then I wanted to try it first because I wanted to know what I was buying, of course. But then I was still in a hurry to go home. The main owner of the makeup studio wasn't around. So I met her girls. They had to like open it. They stood the tripod stand, put the ring on top of it, put it on. I turned the screws. I turned the buttons on the lights to just make sure that it changes the way I want it to change. That's the color of the light. Everything was good, everything was working. I'm like, okay, just package this for me, and then I just went back home immediately. When I got home, that was like late in the night. Because I was excited, like, yo, I finally have my lights, you know what I'm saying? And then when I turned it on, it came on like, yo, but did was to get the remote. I wanted to like fix the battery to the remote. The light just tripped off. Like there was no light on the ring light again. And then I looked up and then there's lights. Like they didn't take the light. Why is the ring light tripping off? I turned it on again and then after some time it tripped off. Okay, so it was obviously having partial contact. Like I can't just buy something today and go and fix it tomorrow. Why? I called the girl's number. I didn't know it was like a landline or telephone. I kept on calling, they didn't pick up. I called the other girl from Wholesale Market. She picked up. I told her what was going on. She said she was going to get back to me. She spoke to the other girl. The other girl called me immediately and then she's like, I should get the lights to the studio tomorrow. The next day, Sunday, I was asked to come by 3. I left for her studio by 3 in the afternoon. When I got there, you know, the girl was so polite because I actually went there to, you know, make some noise. I just felt like we're in Nigeria. Most people in Nigeria are not polite. My friend bought a ring light from someone here in Abuja. The ring was not standing on the tripod and then she spoke to the girl, and when she spoke to the girl was so rude to her. She was like, it's her business, that she's the one that spoiled the light, she's not collecting it back, you get. And I was ready. I pampered this light and then I get home and then this happened. So I got there, she was being so nice. She's like, I'm so sorry, but this has never happened. She took the light, she set it up, understood, she just apologized. But I went there to get my money because kind of like it just, the whole thing just seemed like the patient dog eats the fattest bone. Like you were not patient, sis, that's why you're not eating the best bone. Because I was supposed to be patient enough to get the ring light from the other person that I called initially. Nah, I just want my money, just give me my money. She's like, no, that she doesn't want to disappoint me, she wants to build a relationship with me, you know, I should just trust her and all of that. Guys, I was like, this girl, like, no, she was something else. My whole heart melted because I'm a nice person. She promised to get another light tomorrow, that morning day. That will work. So she was so nice. Like the next day, she called me around 2 in the afternoon to come and check the light. She told me she was going to leave it on for me until I get to her studio. I was fine with that. I got to her studio about 20 minutes after she called, and when I got there, it was on. I got there, I unplugged the cord from the socket, I turned off the socket, I unplugged the cord from the ring light, I turned off the ring light, I put the cord back into the socket again, turned on the socket, put the other end of the cord into the light, turned on the ring light, it came on. I was like, okay. I now sat down and then I waited. So I waited for about 40 minutes because they took the light after some time, so I only had like 40 minutes there, but it was enough for me. Like now I was certain that the light isn't going to disappoint me. Okay, cool. And then they just packed it up for me, and then I went back home. I put it on. I even used it that night, and it was very good. Everything was fine. So right now, if you see this round light in my eyeballs, what does that tell you? That a sis has her ring light. Yes, girl! Hold on. If you watch this video up until now, yeah, and you still haven't subscribed, let me just tell you, you're wrong. Or wrong is not right. You are not right. Subscribe to my channel, please. It's free. Thank you. I won't have to do my setup. Like guys, if you see my setup, I'm going to show you my setup. You know, back then when I didn't have a ring light, you guys know what I'm saying. Back then when I didn't have a ring light, all the stress, those days, that time when I didn't have a ring light, don't forget to leave a comment, thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, do that right now before you leave. Thank you. I mean, like, I'm barefaced. What else do you guys want to see? Subscribe to my channel, it's free. Thank you. What else do you guys want to see? Subscribe to my channel, it's free. Yo, this rhyming thing should be my thing. This rhyming thing should be my thing. Come on. What? Okay, thank you for watching. Bye guys.